Can you guys see?
Meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. Yeah.
Setting up for the. All right, and intro. Let's go.
Nice.
And welcome.
Welcome.
All right, Mr. Angelo. You didn't say anything, bro.
Look
You're
at it,
supposed
like
to like.
Angelo was like, welcome.
Welcome. Come on, man. Do the
I was reading
intro.
something. All right. Let's go. Welcome, people. Welcome. Today's symposium, if you can put it that way, is about us discussing artificial intelligence, AI, in short. And we're just gonna discuss if it's if it's good for us and if the benefits of it outweigh the non-beneficiary side of it. And also looking back in history with everything we see around us, like pyramids in Egypt, in South America, in Asia, structures in Pumapunku, and maps such as the Piri map, which should not exist. People had maps back in the days when should have maps, and the level of technology that they achieved, which we can't even achieve today, indicate maybe that's something that we don't have, and maybe that would have been an advanced artificial intelligence which they lost maybe during the flood, possibly the Noah flood, which is not evidenced, by the way, with the Younger Dryas event. You can go and Google and look up Younger Dryas event. It was a crazy event which flooded the earth, and most of us almost didn't make it. And lastly, we're also going to discuss is it maybe something like something that would give off the energy of something angelic or something demonic, like something that's going to help us truly and help us foster our nature as humans, the good side of our nature, or is it gonna feed more like our bad side, if that makes any sense? Yeah. Who'd like to go first and share their thoughts?
Mr. Frank.
Manish! Man, last time I went first. Damn, go.
Benish will go first. Come on, man.
Way.
Go first, come
All
on.
right.
Does it benefit us? What do the benefits outweigh
AI, is it good or bad?
So the first question is it good or bad? Yeah. So we're gonna start with that.
Yeah. Is it good or bad? Does it outweigh the benefit? Does it outweigh the bad of it? Let's see. So I actually was watching a video about AI this week from like John Oliver, last week Tonight Show, and
wanna speak up a little bit, bro?
Apparently, well, you can't hear me?
Yeah. Nah, I can't hear. I can barely hear you, but yeah.
Really? I think everything.
But now I can hear you now. Yeah, good. That was good.
Okay. All right. Everything. Okay. Good. So I was watching the video of like John Oliver on last week tonight about AI, and he mentioned a few things. Um, one of the things he mentioned is that the problem that we have with AI right now is, I don't know if it's the black box that they call, but AI works like we put information into the artificial intelligence, and then it learns the information and then learns
Machine
how to
learning.
process it
Yeah.
and how to, you know. But however, AI at the moment, it's like a singular, it's like a narrow technology, because AI can only do one task at the moment. So you got chat GPT, which is, you know, you ask questions and it answer and it give text, you know what I mean? And then you have other types of artificial intelligence, or like collecting data, or recognizing faces, or sorting to documents. Like it's just like a one task type of technology at the moment. And the problem with it, I'm not sure if they call it the black box, but there's a thing that they have when they create the AI, is that we are not sure. Well, I don't know if we're not sure, if they know it, but they don't want to tell us how it works. But however, we're not sure how the machine actually learn and come up with such answers and such tasks, if that makes sense. We don't know how it learned. Like there's a blind spot within, which makes things a little bit scary. And
Yeah,
you
it's a
can
little bit
see,
ambiguous, isn't it?
yeah, so that part, it's a bit odd, because I mean, we put the information in there, but we don't know, we can't pinpoint on how did the machine learn and then came up with this answer, if that makes sense. So that part is scary a little bit, because we're creating something, and we have input, we're putting something into it, like information into it, but we're not sure how exactly it works. So that's a downside of it. The idea of being one task intelligence at the moment, it seems to be good, but not really, because you can literally create AI and have it do anything. Especially at this point in time, you can literally have AI assassins.
Yes.
Like that's a thing.
Dude, in
Broke.
Brisbane, yeah, in the city, the scooters, if you're doing something wrong to them, they snitch on you, they go like, leave me alone, I'm calling authorities. I'm calling
Whoa.
authorities. Yes.
No way.
Yes. Like that's
No
not a
way.
joke. When I
For
when I
real.
when I saw that, yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
all right, that's it. We are now in a book or something now. We're living in a dystopian world. I was like,
But that's a good thing, all right?
we're done.
But that's a good
Snitching on us, bro, the citizens. We pay for the scooters. What
I
you
don't
talking
know.
about?
Well, if you're not looking after, if you're not looking after the scooters, it's like vandalism. Like you want to look after something that you won't get snitched on.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
some girls want to ride it without paying for it, and then she just left it, and then it just started going off like, I'm calling authorities. And guess what? The police came.
Wow. No way.
Yes, the police came. I was impressed.
She got in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
She should get as she should.
Yeah, bro. Like, oof.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Even
Here's
scooters.
the thing. Here's the thing. So in a way, AI can only do one task, right? Cool. Then it brings many questions into it. We'll start to replace us. We'll start to replace our jobs. Blah 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 blah.
Already doing it.
Apparently, not necessarily gonna overtake our jobs, but it will be like working with it. For example, a lawyer, instead of taking the lawyer's job, you will be the lawyer working with AI to process information faster and come up with, whatever they need to go to
Solutions
court.
for
Yeah, the
the
solutions for everything. So
problems, yeah.
apparently that's what they saying, but you never know. I think AI came into society in a not so good time, especially
Yes,
it's not a very good time.
the
Especially,
temperament of the
yeah,
world right now.
we have a very divided world, as in the Western approach that sort of have America as as a center of like the freedom of speech. You can be whatever you want, even though it's being taken to a very extreme side. And then you have the other side of the world where it's very extremely dictative and communist. So it wants to have take control over everything. However, even within the freedom of the so-called Western world, you still can see many people that are not behind the scenes trying to create ways to control society, but without us really knowing, if that makes sense, without force. So we have all this going on, and then we create a machine. We start to create artificial intelligence, a machine that we can have. We input information, and then it does that task for you. Now the problem is, who puts the information in the machine? Humans,
Men and women, or and whatever the spectrum is between that.
whatever the spectrum. So
Yes.
that's a huge problem, because if you're gonna input information into a machine so the machine can learn and do a task, it has to be completely like, you can't be biased. You can't input your own perspectives and your own worldviews into it. Otherwise, when the machine performs the task, you'll be very biased towards your
A
perspective,
certain
your point
kind
of view,
of,
your values.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to race and ethnics
religion,
and religion
sex,
and politics. So
status,
that's
yeah.
a very big issue. Especially, for example, there was a face recognition technology, right? That's AI. It learns how to recognize individuals. So if you input the majority of the information into the machine as one certain ethnicity, then it becomes very hard for the machine to learn how to recognize others, and
True.
it creates, a lot of trouble with it. um, I don't think I have like too much to say about AI, but the point is, at the moment, I
No
think
good. No
that is
bueno.
more, the bad outweighs the good in it. There's far more things that we don't know, that we're not sure, and because it came in a society that is unstable worldwide, it's a worldwide spread. It's not good, and it's not going to be used for good things, I don't think, in the future, especially when it comes to education. And maybe in medicine it might be actually a good idea. um I think
What do you
AI,
mean?
well, we can help doctors understand things and figure out solutions faster
That is
and
true.
study faster, so
Because
you can
I
help.
understand
Yeah.
ChatGPT is, I think, the 38th biology Olympiad in the
Mm,
world.
mm,
ChatGPT is
mm.
the
Wow.
38th biology Olympiad in the world.
So I
So there you
think I
go.
think
Yeah.
in some areas it might be used for good, but mostly, as you know, due to the state of the world and to the state of humanity, we're always seeking power. and self pleasure and indulging in all those things,
Human nature.
it's most definitely gonna be used for more good. The most concern that I have is it might be even worse when atomic bombs started, right? Because just think about this. When an atomic bomb starts to create, it's just one person who has the authority to just press a button, and then a missile goes from one place to another country, and then it obliterates everything. And that person who pressed that button doesn't have to see anything.
Yeah.
He has no connection. He doesn't hear it. He doesn't see it. Like he doesn't. Nothing happens. So there's no responsibility on his side because he can't see anything. He can't hear anything. With AI, it might be even worse because you might not even have to press a button or anything. You can just tell someone,
Yep.
You can just do this, and then
Yeah.
it's over.
Like
You know
Julius
what? You know what
Caesar.
I mean? It's even more. Which word would it's even more sinister. I think there's a good word to put here, sinister, because you're literally killing people without having to be present. You don't
And no
have to see anything.
accountability. Yeah.
You don't have to contemplate it. You can just, So I
think that's already happening though, like with all the generals that send all the soldiers, to war. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Anyway, so basically I think the bad outweighs the good when it comes to AI at the moment. It just came at a very unstable time in the world. It's Anyway, that's it for me.
Interesting opinion. What do you reckon, Frank?
I think the question should be, is AI good or is humans good? That's what I understand. That's how I understand it. That's how I understand the question for me when I actually hear the question that you posed. As always, anything that is created by man, that is good, because everything that we create that's created to help us with doing things, to make our life easier, should be good. I think AI is good right now. I think AI couldn't have come at the perfect time. I'm trying to play a little bit of a difference, with you, Lucas. Hey, I'm trying to think outside the box, all right?
Go ahead.
So what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking AI is good, but it's how humans will use it.
But for example, what if it becomes self-aware? There's a potentiality for it to become self-aware, because at the moment it's gonna happen though. Those that create it, the people that are making the AI are saying
it's at the moment we are
at the AGI stage of it, which is just artificial, something just machine learning. The next step from it literally is it becoming self-aware and doing its own thing with us though, but it doing its own thing.
That's the next
step.
Let me tell you one thing.
From the creators of it, the makers.
Let me tell you something.
Send it.
Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell
you something. Did you check the seatbelt? Like the belt? But let me tell you something for you though.
Okay.
There's nothing on this planet Earth that will ever have a self, that will ever think for itself like we do as humans. Nothing. Just like there's nothing that's ever gonna have consciousness, because for you to actually think for yourself, to be self-aware, you need to have conscious. And conscious doesn't come from, we don't create conscious. Humans do not create conscious. Conscious is what powers our body. When we die, our conscious is gone. So machines don't have conscious, and they will never have conscious.
Oh, but that is the problem. Because we don't know how the machine is learning. How we can be so sure?
Now, the thing is, it's how people will use the machine. That's how we should say. we shouldn't be afraid that the machine one day will just be like, I'm about to kill all these niggas, man, because these niggas so bad, like they're bad to themselves and they are just crazy and evil and stuff. I'll obliterate everybody and then I will just stay here by myself, with this earth.
From the ashes.
And stuff
From
like that.
the ashes, a new world will begin.
That's never going to happen.
It's going to be Thanos with gauntlets.
Yeah, a machine will never, a machine that we have created will never, ever do that. However, a human being will go out there and input codes and say, your machine, do that for me. That's when it's going to do that. There's never going to be a time, based on what I know about technology and AI and a little bit of research and of technical engineering that I've done and software, programming and stuff like that, that's never going to happen. Well, there's speculations because we sometimes can underestimate our ability because as humans, we're very smart, we're very intelligent, we can create crazy things, as in, because of the mind that God gave us. God gave us a mind and the ability to be so great in our creativity, right? But sometimes we actually undermine our own creativity, right? So we can do that. But the one thing that we can never do is to create anything that can think for itself. Apart from a man and a woman, that's the only way we can create something that can think for itself, that has consciousness. But other than that, with technology, with software, with AI, I don't think we'll ever do. We can get close to something that can understand intelligence based on what a human has input into that software. But other than that, the software cannot do anything else. So I think in that regard, I think AI is good, but humans are a little dodgy. They're a little shady. So those are the ones that we should, keep a close eye on, based on what I understand. Because if you look at it as well, just as, let's take, for example, the internet, right? The internet is vast. There's a lot of things on the internet that we don't even see, some of us. Well, if you're not a techie, there's some things, like there's at least 80% of the internet that a lot of people do not see. And that 80% of the internet, there's some crazy stuff happening out there. So just look at it as the internet is like the Milky Way or the universe. We are only exposed to planet Earth. The internet, we are only exposed to that small amount of information that's out there on the internet.
Aspect of the.
We are being protected from what's on the internet. Now, who created the internet? A human being. So who puts all the stuff on the internet? Is it the internet itself? No, it's human beings. Human put all the stuff on the internet, the deep internet, the vast internet, deep web, aka. Like you see all this, like it's not even a highly advisable for an average computer user to actually get onto those crazy website or crazy vast internet, because you're gonna corrupt your own self, because you get corrupted as humans. The more you get exposed to certain information, the more you are likely to get corrupted. And if you're not self-aware as a person as well, and if if you have lots of insecurities and, in terms of, trying to find ways, trying to fit in or trying to do certain things. And once you get exposed to certain information in certain places, you actually get corrupted. Therefore, that will actually enable you to actually get into the playground, the play field, and start to do the very same thing that those people that you got exposed to are doing. That's what I'm trying to say with with AI. AI is good, but with AI, we need to come. When using AI, you need to use AI with intelligence. The intelligence that we give to AI is not its own intelligence, it's human intelligence, right? We need to be smart when using the technology. So we need to use the technology. You do not want the technology to use you, because most of the time, the people out there, the technology is what uses them. You see how people get addicted to using mobile phones, getting on, once they get on the mobile phone, all they want to do is, stay on the mobile phone, scroll through and have a look at people's, profiles and feel bad about your own self and check out all the new things, what's happening, and all that you're just trying to take in because you want more information, right? Because as humans, we want more information, right? We're always seeking for more. But if you're not careful with where you're seeking the more information, you can get corrupted. And once you get corrupted, you start to play the game of what those people put, like the game that those people created the game, you start to play that game. And that's a very scary game. It's not a game that you want to get yourself into. So
not for children.
Sorry?
Not for children, not for the babies.
Yes, agreed.
Not for baby-minded people, like small-minded people, grown adults, grown children, aka I should say. Because it's not only children, but we also have adults that are aka children in here, but hey, who am I to judge?
So basically,
but you just define machine learning though, because machine
AI
learning
is good, but people are bad.
We need to keep a close eye on humans.
Okay.
But AI is good.
Well, what I'm trying to say is machine learning is literally the software literally scrolling through the internet and looking through everything, like people's profiles, banking systems, historical papers, chemistry documents, math, English, all languages,
behavior,
all cultures,
habits, way of thinking.
It's almost going to create like the ultimate human, that has all the information, like in the Thanos glove.
I think that's good.
But okay, why did they create AI then?
To facilitate our lives, I suppose.
In one state of mind, not every human knows it all. There's never been a human in the world that is so intelligent that knows everything about everything.
Well, isn't that a good thing?
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Then are we trying to create
However, the information that you get from AI, if you want to inform yourself about certain things, it's not like you are getting every single information and become a scholar in that particular subject or in that particular.
Well, you can.
Well, that won't be the full information. So that you remember what I said, you gotta be intelligent on how you are researching for the information. If you want to get onto the internet, get onto AI to get the full, like to AKA become a scholar and know a full subject about something, you are doing the wrong thing. Or AKA you are getting yourself into
But now
trouble.
we're getting into like moral questions. That's
No, it's not moral. I'm just saying, because if you want to learn a little bit of something about something that you're curious about, thanks to AI, we have AI, aka Google. That's why everybody Googles things nowadays, because Google gives you a little bit of a basic information about something, right? It's basic. It's not the full information, but it's something that can give you a little bit of knowledge to be like, oh, so this is how it works. What sound does a koala makes? Oh, so that's the sound that a koala makes. But back in the day, no African would know what sound a koala would make. Only Australians will know what sound a koala makes. So things like that.
Does a African need to know what a sound a koala makes?
If you're curious, curiosity killed the cat.
For the curious guy.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Because my problem is, we have been using far too many excuses. For example, we have this idea of like, oh, we're doing this because of security. Okay, it may look like it's because of security, but behind it all, it's to control people.
Who does that for security?
It's just
no, there's many things, Frank.
You don't believe what the government says. If
many
the government,
many things that is for safety and security is
the government and the
for
church.
Control.
The government and the church. The Catholic Church especially.
And then we have this idea of
look at this guy right here.
The Catholic Church especially.
And then we have this idea of comfortedness, like it's for comfortable comfortable, it makes our life easier. Is it really? Because aren't we making a huge trade and walking away from what actually humanity is? The more we make things comfortable and easy for ourselves, the more spare time we have, the most time to do nothing we have, the more we spend more times in our own heads, and that's when things start to get very, very bad. Why do we think we arrived here at this weird place where we're not sure what, you know, what it is,
I have a question
who
for
it
you,
is.
Lucas. I have a question for you, Lucas.
So I think we're going way too far, way like too further away from what human beings supposed to be, with all this idea of trying to make life too easy.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Lucas.
Too much easy life, humanity grows way too weak.
I have a question for you. How many percentage of humans on this planet Earth do you think are in tune with reality overall, ever since the beginning until today?
What do you mean in tune with reality?
In tune with reality, aka they have the ability to be present at every single moment, aka know what's happening and not following anything or
before,
I'm not trying to say intelligent,
but before all this
spiritually
technology,
present, but I'm trying to, because I don't want to segregate and put other people, because we're not going a little bit spiritual up here, but I'm trying to find out how many people on this earth do you think are wise? The percentage.
What does that have to do with AI?
I'm guessing you're asking that for people to have access to AI. You want to segregate people to have access to AI?
That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just trying to find out how many percentage of humans do you think?
I think we're equally wise. To think you're wiser than the other man, it's arrogant.
I'm not asking if I'm wiser than the other person. I'm just asking how many people do you think are wise? So I didn't want to say wise. I want to say present. No, based on your understanding, based on your interaction with humans, with people out there. You
See,
friends.
that's a very troubling question, because I don't have insight into the past. I only have insight from the 90s, right? I don't know how people behaved way before that.
Yeah, from the 90s.
So I don't know.
You don't know.
It's that question is very troubling. I can't have like insight into everything.
How about you, Angelo? What do you think? How many percentage do you think?
Like I said, I think we're equally wise. I think when put into a situation, almost every human would make the same decision if put in the same position.
You think?
With the same stimuli.
I don't think we're equally wise, though.
No, we're equally wise, like as in like we all have a different strength in being wise. Like we've all walked different walks of life. Like you may be wise in the area of maybe finances. The other person be wise in the area of looking after family. The other person can be wise in the area of looking after nature and environment. Like it's a broad question. It's a broad question to just minimize it to a
I think if we start talking about this wise thing, we gotta go off topic. My mind is already going on something else. So.
Let me explain what I really mean, right? There's levels of being in tune with reality, with all of us on this planet Earth. There's some people that are not in tune with reality, and there's some people that are in tune with reality. Just like there's some people that you can tell them the truth, they will refuse it, and there's some people that will tell them the truth and they will
then accept it. Then I have the answer for you.
Now you're going spiritual.
No.
Now you're going spiritual.
Let me keep going.
Now you're going spiritual.
No, and I have the answer for you for that.
And now we have people, because I always say, like I have this thing that I always say, right? There's 3 types of people in this world. There's people that make it happen. There's people that watch it happen. and there's people that don't even know what's happening. There's leaders, there's watchers, and there's followers. The followers and the watchers just do anything that comes their way because they have no drive. They don't know how to do certain things, or they don't have the courage to go out there, or even just the grit to just stand up and start something for themselves, or even just to think for themselves, or even just to be present and think about how to go about being the greatest version of themselves while living a better life and a happy life, not being in competition with anyone else, but just having the best life possible that they can live without just following anyone anyhow, just because they're looking for contentment or satisfaction or all those things that humans search for in a wrong place.
Well, the answer is quite open for that one.
As an example, the amount
Where are you going with this?
The amount of people that I know,
he's talking about the Buddhist. Talk about the Buddhist in short.
Bring it back.
The Buddhist. That's the people that can do that.
All right.
For example, right? There's people that are searching for love every day. Every day, people searching for love, but people searching for love in the wrong place. Not because they think it's where it is, but because they don't want to know where it is. They're just not in tune with reality. They don't know what's happening. Now, why am I saying that? There's a lot of those people in that particular area, because a lot of people are getting heartbroken because of trying to find love in the wrong place, from the wrong person or from the wrong crowd. Just like how you would have AI. AI is something that's there, that has been created for humans to make life easy for humans. How to make life easy for humans? Basically to satisfy some of our intellectual thirst. So if you want to learn about something that you don't necessarily need to go to uni for it, or you don't necessarily need to travel to a country to learn about it, because we are become a more connected world now. And there's nothing wrong with that. If we stayed like how we used to be back in the day, then we wouldn't be a connected world. The plan, for me, based on my understanding, when God created planet Earth, to begin with, when he created planet Earth, the whole land was connected. Everything was all connected. There was a reason why he made that connected, because he wanted us to get together, to be together, to have that togetherness type of thing. But because we became too clever for ourselves, because we're perverted creatures, right? We use everything good for the worst sometimes, most of the times, as humans. That's our nature. But we also have a good nature in us as well. Now, to actually do the good thing, it actually takes a lot more work to actually do the bad thing. So that's why I say, when it comes to AI, we don't have to, look at AI as the bad thing up here. We have to look at humans as a bad thing, because AI is just there to enlighten us, to help us out, because humans already have a heart, a perverted heart of just using something that's good and turn it into something bad. But when using AI at the same time as well,
how can AI be good
intelligent
if the person who created is perverted? That makes no sense, right?
No, it's not. Like the person, like you can look, discernment comes in. When something is good,
define good.
When someone creates something that helps you, I would say good.
Does it really help?
That helps.
Does it really help?
Oh, bro, like AI has helped me find out a whole bunch of information about, about
but
things.
You're just looking at like information.
Yeah, information.
What about all the stuff that we lost? We lose the essence of of wondering or pondering or creating philosophy and then coming up with a theory, and then we die, and then a few years later in the future somebody comes and look at what we thought and our philosophy
The
and our
human
point of view,
experience.
and then it takes to a whole nother level or even proves us wrong. We're losing the essence of being.
But we can still do that though.
Come on.
We can still do that.
Because of this technology, everyone's even more out of tune with reality.
But that's what I'm saying.
Society is so divided.
That comes back to the question, the first question that I asked you there, that you guys could answer, saying that everyone.
No, that's a lie.
No,
I have the answer for that one.
You see, so that's why I asked that question before to see how you guys understand humans. Well, but it looks like you guys don't really understand humans.
You didn't phrase the question properly. But now that you've explained it like that, yeah, in that area, bar for bar, record in history, statistics and everything, yeah, Buddhists are those guys, not even Christians, not Muslims, not any other thing. Buddhists are those guys that are in tune with reality, with nature. Yes.
No way.
Look into it.
Look
into it. No.
Where'd you get that information from?
Look into it.
No.
Where'd you get that information from?
Have you had Buddhists doing colonialism?
Well, if you had true Christians doing colonialism, which ones?
The British,
the Catholics,
the
whites,
French,
the white Christians,
Belgians,
some of those Christians.
Wait. The thing is, if we're gonna go down that road, being in tune with reality is being in tune with the truth, and God is truth. So that's it. Period.
Yeah.
You end the conversation there.
Simple. As simple as that.
That is true.
And so for Buddhists,
only someone that has a close relationship with God and follows God will understand that. And you can explain it to people, because people will stone you and will hate you, just like they did to Jesus. So that's why I pose you a question to just think about it and understand what you think. And for your information,
I don't think I'll ever see this idea of AI and technology being like so good. I'm always gonna see as getting humans to be out of touch with humanity. We're going way too far.
So do you think self-driving cars are good or bad?
Do we really need it?
Yes.
I'm asking you, Lucas, be honest with yourself.
I'm being honest. Cars. Do we really need it?
Yes, we do.
Self-driving cars, is it good or bad? Lucas.
It depends on how you look at it.
They minimize accidents. They minimize accidents. Yes.
Don't talk about it like it depends.
No human fault. There's no human fault involved.
There was many incidents that self-driving cars has done something wrong.
The statistics so far are maybe like 1 out of 1,000. Whilst humans are like hundreds out of 1,000.
We'll see.
We'll see, I suppose. We're not there yet, but so far
we'll see.
We're not there yet, but we'll see.
It's a technology that is evolving, but we'll see.
Anyway. But at this stage, I think it's done a lot more, at least.
And plus, we don't have enough self-driving cars to make that statistic anyway.
Yeah, only Tesla so far, and some Google cars.
Definitely don't have enough to.
Yeah, we don't have enough data to make to call that answer. It's like the Pfizer thing as well. We don't have enough data for answers for that.
When it comes to like
Mercedes
AI in technology in terms of like medicine, then I'll be like, okay, yeah. Okay, that took us somewhere.
There's ups and downs with everything, right? That's how we always have to look at it. Anything in anything that has been created by us, by humans, the only good thing that has been created, so good, completely good, is us, or anything that God created. But anything that we create as humans, it's always going to be as good as what we create. Because if you remember what I said again, we cannot really create the way God creates. The only thing that we can create that's good is children. That's as far as we can go.
There's two things that I look at when it comes to AI and technologies. Was the motive behind creating it good? And even if at the time the person who created thought it was good and had good intentions, it actually didn't turn out very good. That's the two things that I look at the most when it comes to AI and technology. And there's far too many things that people have created that seemed to be for good, but it wasn't. The motive behind was just power, money, sex, and self-indulgence. And there's far too many things that in the beginning we thought it was, it had good intention and we saw it that was going to be good, but then later you looked at it, it's like, maybe
How many times do you Google, Lucas? I have a question for you.
It wasn't.
How many times do you Google something on Google?
Many times.
That's
because
AI.
But I don't have money to buy books.
There you go. You see that right there?
Something. But it's not. It's not my fault, right?
Whose fault is it?
Well, how do you have money to buy books? Everything you know something. What happened to going to the library? You can't even go to the library anymore.
That's the thing. That's the beauty of AI.
No, that's not beauty.
That's when you are curious about something, all you do is Google.
Yeah,
simple as that.
You can they can easily manipulate the information.
Exactly. So that's what it comes in intelligence, like discernment, to understand, to know if this information that I'm reading, is it good? Is it true? Or is it half truth? Or is it wrong? Because most of the time you will find there's half truths on the Google out there. I know it. I can see it. I can tell this right here is a little bit suspect right here. And there's some information that's like, oh yeah, that's right on the beat.
And because if Google is that good, then
it's not that good.
We would be using it as a academic reference, and no one uses Google as academic
Google is
reference.
Not that good.
You use it books.
No, we do have Google Scholar. Do you know Google Scholar? You can use it as in academics. There is Google Scholar.
No, you need books.
No.
Authors with references. If you just put Google Scholar,
that's what Google Scholar is. It's just collection of
Google
books
Scholar
of people.
Yeah, but you need the
digital versions of
book
them
inside the Google Scholar. You can't just put Google Scholar reference.
No, it's like Google is AI. Google gets information from all the books that's already written by humans and gives you the information and brings all these books. If you type something, it brings a book and gives you the book. Here you go. That's what you asked for.
No, then it's just a book searching application. Then.
No. It's AI. It learns.
Yes. How to give you the best references. But the book is the reference.
No, it's to give you the best information, the best book about what you're asking for. That's what AI is. That's what AI has always been.
But then you're losing another human sense of searching.
Of what? Of searching. And sweating. Searching.
So exactly. The less harder we work, the more weaker we grow. Why do you think
No.
There's this big issue of men becoming even more and more and more feminine and more and more and more out of tune with masculinity? It's the lack of hard work.
No, it's not
that. Nothing to do.
You have there's other things, that's not that really. Hey, you're going somewhere.
That's even more complex now.
Different.
It's part of it. The less we work, the weaker we grow. That's part of the
Don't you think you'd have time to do cool stuff? Don't you think you'd have time to do so? What people say today, like, I don't have time to make a sculptor like Michelangelo. What if you had everything done for you and all you have just to sit there? Someone brings you food, someone makes you wash your clothes for you, someone does your scheduling for you. All you have is your tools and a mad marble rock in front of you, and you're sculpting a mad David with a catapult in his hand, it's jacked. See, you have now time in your hand to do that. Or you have time to paint the Mona Lisa, or you have time to write a masterpiece.
But they used to do all of those stuff
because there are no internet.
Of this technology.
Yeah, there are no internet, there are no distractions.
And now that we have all this,
look at what we're making. We're distracted. We're distracted as hell.
Look at what we're making.
Yes, we're distracted.
Today, I think today we have achieved a lot more, but at the same time, we've gone back in terms of humanity, not because of what is out here to help us achieve what we need to achieve. It's because we have become a lot more complacent with ourselves. We become more laid back and relaxed. And it's not because of what we have created to make life easy for us. It's just the times. It's just also, it has to do with information as well. The more intelligent we become, the more informed we become as humans, the more we become a lot more arrogant, the more perverted, the more evil to actually start to do certain things or just become more laid back or create a certain group and divide each other. To be like, hey, you're going to stay there or you're going to stay here. I think AI, listen to me.
All right.
Yeah, this last one. And then, Angelo, you can go. I think AI, right? AI is good enough. It's not perfect. It is good enough, just like how we've created a simple machine to help us out with our daily tasks. If it helps us with our daily tasks, so we can have more time to do other things, other important things that we have to do. Just like farmers have big trucks nowadays to help them, cultivate and grow more vegetables. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have had enough food. But because of the AI came up with, drawing tracks, and because of AI,
that's an
we
illusion.
have tracks that created from AI.
That's an illusion.
Humans came up with ideas, created all those big tracks, and now we have
food
more,
industry is an illusion.
Vegetables and stuff like that. That was thanks to simple machine, it's machine. It's helping us out.
Food industry is an illusion.
Hey.
What it created is a way for other people to control what you're gonna eat. Yeah. It's just a monopoly. Almost of a whole seeds in the world is controlled by one group. That's it. And what it created also is the fact that we have all this technology, so people cook less, people touch food less, and we eat outside less. We eat always what other people cooking and making for us, and it's gonna reach a point where less and less people is gonna know how to cook and how things are made and how to preserve food. And then when our war goes out, and then we can't rely on the people who makes us food, then what you gonna do?
That theory, Lucas.
What you gonna do
theory
then?
that look
AI is
no,
microwave AI is so
listen,
good.
That's in the West.
No, that's everywhere.
Not in Africa, as far as I know
everywhere. They're catching up.
Well, because they're following only certain countries, they're following what the West are doing, because the West is imposing themselves on them. So it's not that. In Africa, the way I know it, we were raised, like even how I was raised to actually always have a little bit of a garden in your house. Have the easiest thing, the simplest thing to have, like onion, tomatoes, all those little small things that you don't have to go to the market to buy. You grow
and learn how to preserve food.
Yeah, and preserve food.
Most people
do it now.
Yeah,
I should do it now. I got my little garden at the back of the house. Who's present? Who's in tune with reality? I'm still using AI, but I'm not fully gone and just use technology all the way. No. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry, I went a little bit too long. But anyway, that's all right.
No, but that was good. Good conversation.
But in my opinion, yeah. I'll just bring it back to what intelligence is in the first place. Because when we're thinking of intelligence only in the aspects of humans, as in Homo sapien, yeah, we are kind of blocking ourselves of the broader reality of the world. Yeah, there's other types of intelligence out there. The spiders use stars to navigate at night. You could ask anyone right now, yeah, can you use stars to navigate? They'll be like,
yes, no. We can. Humans,
not the average guy.
Like there's no
not the average guy.
Humans, every human has it though, but they just
we have it
subdue,
but not the average guy. Or
maybe in ancient times we'd
Yeah.
be able
here's another one. All right, here's another one.
Mm.
Dung beetles, they use the Milky Way to navigate, not stars, but the Milky Way.
How?
What?
Who said that?
Take it
How?
up to God. The scientist took some dung beetles, did the scientific process of experimenting with them. Yeah, how they take their poop and find their way back home, and they discover that not only do they not use the stars and the moon and the sun to move during the day, if you blind them where their eyes are, they tend to use the magnetic field of how the disk is spinning of the Milky Way to move around and find out where their holes are.
Man, that's a theory.
All right. And this not other intelligent, they can also defend their dang from other beetles by literally fighting them like a UFC match. It's impressive to watch. It's impressive to watch. All right. Here's another one. Orcas. Orcas are so intelligent that they hunt like wolves. All right. They hunt like wolves, like they prey on you, they fight you, they hunt you, and they won't stop hunting you. There's a video of them hunting a baby whale from, I think, America all the way to Australia, just following that simple whale. All right. And they may be even more intelligent than we are.
No, bro.
And remember, let me finish speaking though. Let me finish speaking. You cannot say that. You cannot say that just because we have cars that we are the best intelligence out there. How about they're just strong enough, they don't need cars to drive? How about that? That's smart. They don't need the internet to communicate.
It's how God created us. He created us to walk over everything on this planet, everything on this universe, anything on this Milky Way. We are the apex.
We need tools. You're not using the word
nothing
apex
is more intelligent than
an apex predator doesn't need tools to do something to hurt another predator. We use tools to hurt other things. You take away the tools, yeah, we are no longer the apex. You take away tools, we're no longer the apex. A bear is an apex predator.
But isn't
guns,
that the
guns,
isn't
knives.
that the intelligence of humans that we somehow figured out throughout the
I'm talking about the apex. I'm talking about the apex side of things. But when it comes to the spectrum of intelligence, yeah, there's a wide spectrum of intelligence. Some insects have the intelligences that we can never completely understand. Like birds use magnetic fields to fly. We cannot use magnetic fields to fly.
We can fly.
Some animals use echolocation to see and to hear things. We don't have echolocation.
Yep.
Some animals see with radiation or radioactive vision or something. We don't have that. Like an eagle has 20/20 vision from up in the sky. We can't do that. There's different types of intelligence which is programmed differently in every species. Yeah.
That's true.
The only difference between other animals and us, the only difference is we are more self-aware than they are. And we remember the past and we think of the future. Other animals are just in the present and here only. If it's fighting, it's fighting. If we're eating, we're eating. If it's making love, we're making love. If it's sleeping, we're sleeping. And life goes on just like that for them. Us, we have the luxury of contemplating things. Yeah. And when you look at now artificial intelligence, yeah, it can just be just the next step from what we are. We may just be the butterfly giving birth to, or the caterpillar giving birth to the butterfly, which is artificial intelligence. It may be even in God's plan. It may be even God's idea that we give birth to artificial intelligence. Who knows?
Yep.
But it's happening. You can't stop it. I think AI is like what's the best of putting it? It's like the rain. You can't stop the rain. You can choose to dance in the rain, dance in the mud, but you can't stop it. And I think that's what AI is. And it's something that's gonna come, and it's gonna come hard at us. It's gonna come strong.
Oh,
and
yes, definitely.
and do I think
it's gonna come swinging like a
boxer.
It's gonna come strong.
You better get your Muhammad Ali on.
You gotta get your strength going on.
You better get your Muhammad Ali on, bro.
All right, I see.
And with that too, we only have certain RPMs during the day. Like when you wake up in the morning at your freshest, by lunchtime you're already getting tired or you're a little bit groggy already. You need food for energy.
It depends who you are.
Need sleep. You need sleep to function properly. You need a social environment to function properly. You need love to function properly. You need a support system to function properly. AI is Rambo. It doesn't need food, doesn't need sleep, it doesn't need love, it doesn't need social environment. Everything is in front of it. It's almost like the snake eating its own tail. It maybe even like, I think I read a book that suggested that we may be already in a simulation of our descendants, like our descendants in the future are observing us, like with artificial intelligence. Like it's so advanced in the future that we are in a simulation here in the past. They're just watching us like Sims and saying, "Oh, this was grandpa doing this, blah blah." Like literally, it could be
theories.
That's how it could be. That's how it could be. Literally.
That's cool though.
That's how
But
it could be.
do you think we'll get to the point where AI is gonna become like Jarvis from Iron Man? Because that's like a whole nother level.
That's a whole nother. That's now okay. That's, you see what you're saying there, yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at your phone, I sent you something like right now. Look at your phone. I sent you something. You see what Jarvis is. Jarvis is at the top of that pyramid. You see the pyramid?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jarvis is the top of that. And at the moment, we are at the AGI level. We're at the machine learning level. At
Machine
the moment.
intelligence.
At the moment, right now.
Well, we are already on step 2. That's
in
scary.
2023, yeah, we're already there. So let us sink into what we are at it too. So Jarvis could be a reality. Yeah,
Ultron.
that.
So where does Ultron come from?
Ultron was basically the AI that tapped into the whole internet and saw wars, saw the destruction of the planet, saw how people are in mines, saw how we abuse kids, saw how people are greedy, like one individual has all the wealth. And then from Jarvis, it got corrupted, became Ultron. It was like, bro, humans are the issue. Tony Stark is the issue. Like, how come he's trying to save people, but people are dying from his own warheads? Does that make sense?
When did Siri come out?
Siri, we saw the release of Siri, didn't we? We saw the release of the first iPhone too.
Siri came out in 2009.
Yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
When was the first AGI came out?
AGI would have, but if you ask like the military guys, they'll tell you that they had like AGI like in the 1940s.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Because like because if Siri was 2009 and let's for example say AGI was like 2015
for the public sector,
2015, 16. That's a huge jump within few years.
That's exactly right.
That is
big
mad.
jump. Big jump.
That is mad.
It's like the singularity thing. We're just going like and it just peak and it just keeps on going perpetually. That's what it's gonna be. And then at that point,
that is mad. That's a short time.
Yes. At that point, just grab some popcorn, relax, and do some paintings.
That goes back to your last question, Angelo, about are we being helped? I'm highly 100% think that we're actually being helped by something that's not of us. But hey, I'm just putting it out there.
So
are we gonna go to the second part?
No, I should answer my question. Okay. If it's good or bad. So so now that we understand that there's different types of intelligence, and AI is just one of that in the spectrum of intelligence. Yeah. And it's like our baby, it's like our little baby, like our next gen, like our next okay, it's like an echo. It's like an echo of intelligence. It's like echoes from the little beast of echo that keeps on going, getting big and getting bigger, then gets to humans, and that's gonna get to artificial intelligence, which will be the epitome of it. Who knows? Maybe there's something with beyond that. Who knows? What we are right now is basically, imagine going back to the 1800s and telling a Native American about the James Webb Telescope. They have no idea what you're talking about. They have zero clue about how the James Webb Telescope works, how the gold reflects the lights from the universe and sends back the data to us for us to see the furthest parts of our universe, like 13 billion light years away. yeah, they wouldn't have any clue about that. I feel like with this AI thing as well, we're just seeing the tip of it. We have no idea where this is going. We have no clue. It may go south or it may go east. But do I think it's good or bad? I think so far it's entertaining. So far, it's keeping us busy. It's
entertaining.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
entertaining.
it's keeping us busy. It's keeping us busy, and I think that's a good thing, because in a world where dudes are bored, things happen that are not good. Things happen that are not good, and dudes are bored when they have nothing to do. Imagine all those kids that play Call of Duty not having Call of Duty.
Isn't it that a conundrum? Is that
is
the right word?
Yes,
Well,
yes,
it's
that's the
like
right word. It's a philosophical conundrum.
it's
Yeah.
like because we have it, it stops men from acting out violently, because we're suppressing all these
But
things, and we
the
get to release on by using these things.
yeah,
But at the same time, it creates men that
can do
don't
nothing.
really do
Yes.
nothing,
It's a
doesn't take
double-edged sword.
action.
It's a double-edged
It
sword.
becomes
Yeah.
so
Yes, double-edged sword.
it is a conundrum.
Yeah, it is a double-edged sword. That's my opinion in that one.
Okay, I see.
That's my opinion in that one.
I see.
Sounds good.
And when it comes to intelligence, we have no idea how intelligent things are. Like, dude, there's animals out there that can camouflage themselves, like octopuses. You look at them, boom, it's not there anymore, it's just a rock. Next minute, it grows legs, it runs away. What if aliens are doing that to us? We're looking at them, but we're just seeing maybe a wall, or we're seeing a tree, but it's actually an alien or something that's more intelligent than us. That's just using much more extreme camouflage than us.
I think what you should say is not intelligence. I think what you should say is the ability.
Ability to do what?
To do things that we can't do. Because we understand them. So we can actually, if not recreate those things, to be like them, if more better than them. Because we understand them. They don't understand us. We understand them.
Do we?
Lions will never understand humans, but we will always understand lions because we study them. And that's where intelligence comes in. Lions have abilities of a cat. They are apex in the bush. We are nothing close to lions. They will obliterate us, right? But if we understand how they move and we adapt ourselves based on our understanding of how they work, now we are the apex. A human being.
This is what I'm saying, yeah? This is what I'm saying. I don't think you're following what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'll use humans as an example. Even with us humans, yeah? Even with us, there's a spectrum of intelligence amongst us. There's people that can barely chew gum and walk at the same time. And then there's dudes that build rockets. There's a build rockets, literally.
Hey, bro.
Build rockets.
Hey. Let's not discriminate.
No. I'm not evaluating anyone.
Disabled people, right?
Disabled people.
Let's not make disabled.
This guy.
The mental image was just. I was like, you can't chew gum and walk.
Yeah, because it's so difficult. You're like, God damn, I can't do that. Yeah, but there's people.
It's just the mental image was just funny.
But there's people that build rockets out there. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
there's a spectrum amongst us. There's a spectrum amongst us.
Sure.
Now, imagine if even amongst us, there's people that are so intelligent, that we don't even know them. Like the people that make watches, like the Patek Philippe or Richard Mille. That's so complex. So complex, like a Bugatti. So complex to make. So complex. Now,
but it takes a group of people, though. It takes a group of us to collaborate, work together.
But
to bring that intelligence together.
Patek Philippe sits there, bro. Patek Philippe sits there. Like, he made the watches. Richard Mille, the son that made the watches. Don't display them like that.
Yeah.
They made the watches. Those are geniuses.
Can we give it to him, bro? We give it to him.
Those are geniuses. But now imagine, if there was something that was just a little bit beyond that, just a little bit, a small bit beyond that it could camouflage itself. It can show itself. It can observe us. You can look at us when we look at ants. Okay, God
would never give that to us.
God is a form of intelligence too, yeah? He's a form of intelligence too. Yeah, but it's a form of intelligence that's just beyond what we can understand. Beyond what we can, like, it's like almost the system that's running the universe. Yeah, no one can understand that.
Yeah,
it's so complex. Yeah, that's what I'm getting to here. Like, AI is just in that spectrum too. It's not on the God spectrum yet, but it's still here on Earth. But even here on Earth, it's already getting a little bit complex already.
Bro, if AI, I don't think AI will ever get to a God level, because to get there, you literally have to have the ability to create a cell from nothing.
All you need is time. All you need is time. And guess who has time?
Or to recreate.
We don't have time.
AI can
we don't have time, but God has time.
Exactly.
God has time. All right.
Because God lives outside of time.
Yes, the result of time. That's a different level. That's big leagues.
Can't do it.
That's
can't
big
do
leagues.
It. Can't do it.
And remember what I
Not
said
from
about
nothing.
AI. Remember what I said about AI. Most of them don't really need time. Like, for example, the first quantum computer, solved something that it took, I think, scientists at Harvard 20 years to solve that issue. The AI solved it in seconds.
But because the AI had all the information that everyone was looking into.
So all the other information, you can give that other information to a human and put him in the library. It will take them time to go through the books.
Yeah, but AI can do that in seconds.
Boom, seconds. Yes.
Yeah, but
so even time, even time for us and AI is different too.
Anyway. But it's never gonna be better than us. It's never gonna be superior than us or apex than us, because we can shut it down.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
No,
for now.
Not forever.
Now.
Bro, as long as it's covered.
Did you hear about the robots?
If it has access to the internet, especially,
connected to a satellite and download information how it rebuilt itself better and stronger. That's happening now.
Self-learning, like that's scary.
Someone's
dangerous.
Someone did not do the job right. Someone should get fired.
That's dangerous.
That's because we can actually shut it down as long as it's code. Because all that AI is pretty much just numbers. It's nothing more.
Ones and zeros, binary. So
it's just numbers.
And if you look at that now, how we just came from like simple cells, and simple cells multiplying, and all we needed was time for us to get here. That's time we needed. Even with civilizations, for us to get here, all we needed was time. Imagine if something that can do something
down evolution theory. What?
Imagine if, because it's evolving, isn't it?
No.
AI is evolving with our help.
No, AI
is evolving with our help.
Don't give me Darwin's theory right now.
It is evolving. That's Darwinism. That's just evolution. That's a simple evolution. Something from
but I think it's evolving with us. It's evolving with us. We are making it evolve. If we don't want it to evolve, it's not going to evolve.
But however, there's people out there that are working day and night to bring it to life. That's the last bit of the question too. Is it a demon or ninja we're summoning? Are we summoning something good or something bad? If it's something
but we
good,
have to go to the second part.
Yes, because we'll touch on that at the end. That's part where it comes in now. Okay. But do I think it's good or bad? I think for now, it's good for now. It's keeping us busy, keeping us distracted. But when we get to the point where we're losing the grips of it, we're losing the touch of it, it's not becoming more independent, then that becomes a little bit dangerous, I think. Because it's gonna discern, it's gonna have its own discernment as well. It's gonna make its own judgment, and it's gonna be judge and jury. and we know how we are humans. We're not the best on earth. We're not the coolest on earth. We love to destroy things. And for it to survive, guess what we do to survive? We go for the thing that threatens our survival. We get it out of here.
Yeah,
we do it day and night. So if we can do it, what about something that doesn't sleep, doesn't need food, that doesn't need all that? You know what, maneuver us so easily. We'll be shocked. We'll be like, oh shit, what happened? Why are we in cages now? Yes. Why are we in pods? Why are we in pods? Why are we in pods? With things attached to our heads. Yes.
You better take the pills now.
Yeah.
Well, you can.
Why are we in pods now? Yeah. but that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Yeah. But moving on to the next question. What was the next one? Did we once have artificial intelligence in the past? By the way, I asked that, yeah, because archaeologists have found drilling holes in rocks in pyramids that are so perfect that they were almost done with laser, not tools. Like they use a laser system to cut through the rocks, to drill through them. Like the ones in Pumapunku, the ones in Mexico, even the ones in Egypt, in Africa, they all display advanced technology than we have. And even for us today, given all the tools we have, we cannot recreate them. However, there's no theory that if we had artificial intelligence, yeah, if we had something that could work day and night for us, coming up with better ways of building it, coming up with cheaper ways of building it, coming up with better tools to build it, we can achieve it. And that is artificial intelligence. So do you guys think we had artificial intelligence in the past or not? Just think freely. Enjoy this one. This one is a fun one. Just enjoy this one. Go be a conspiracy. What do you reckon?
I can't. I seem to look at it and be like, I think in the past, was like things were so simple and so simple,
and yet so advanced,
yet
more
so
than us.
advanced that we can't comprehend it because of the
Yes.
simplicities. Because whenever we look at it, we go, oh, we tend to think that it was something
Aliens.
beyond comprehension. But I don't know. I just have this feeling that it was just so simple that you can't. It's like when you, I don't know, go to a restaurant and then you eat something and then you're like, oh my God, this is so good and it's so complex, all the flavors, and then you learn how to make it and then you go like, oh, it's actually quite boring making it. You know what I mean? Because it's so simple that, but when I eat it, it doesn't make sense to be simple. I think it might be one of those instances where we look in the past and it was just it's simple, yet because we can't comprehend it, it feels like something extremely complex. And then we create this theory that it might, back in the future, we might have like some sort of technology that we don't have now. It could be that, because let's be honest, those things took years upon years.
Because just remember this as well, yeah. The Egyptians themselves, they say they are a legacy civilization from an advanced civilization that succumbed to the floods, and they survived. They survived the flooding incident and they lost everything. And them, they were the legacy of that civilization and started off in the middle of Africa. It's like a point of Earth where everything meets, where Europe meets, Asia meets Africa. And that's the chose that points to build those things there. And it was an effort of everyone, not just the blacks. It was an effort of the blacks, the Arabs, and the whites, everyone. And it was a trading area too. If you're coming down from Africa, going up to Asia, when you're coming back from Asia into Africa, going to Europe, it was like a trading point there. So everyone was just coming there, and the Egyptians themselves, they said they were a legacy civilization of a previous that was destroyed by the floods at the time, which coincides with the Younger Dryas event when the ice caps at the North Pole melted and the water flooded through the earth and killed most of the megafauna, most of the trees, most of the plants, and almost like reset the balance of the world. And literally, you can even see it from animals. Most animals before that were big, like mammoths compared to modern elephants. The giant sloths compared to the modern sloths. Cro-Magnon, which was a species of humans, which had bigger femurs than us, imagine just a group of people that are as big as LeBron James. That was Cro-Magnon. They were different from us. And then something just happened where everything just shrinks on Earth. Maybe it's God just that turned down the dial a little bit. So like, you two big mammoths, turn down, like, turn down a little bit, turn down to just become normal elephants. They lose the fur, they lose the massive tusks, they just become smaller elephants. Cro-Magnon loses the bigger femurs, the bigger broad, like big brows, they had stronger jaws, and it's even believed they could lift heavier things than we could. They could run faster than we could. They can go hungry longer than we could. But for you to understand, you have to look into, you have to dive into archaeology now, into like thousands of years of existence of species.
Yeah, but it's just thousands of years, not that long actually.
That's the thing. That's the
Egyptian
thing.
empire is
That's the thing.
thousands, not hundreds of thousands. It's thousands. It's not
And they
that.
learned that from someone, apparently, not them. They didn't create any of it. They didn't create the blueprints. They just learned it from someone, and they prayed, and their system was just religious. And there's now new evidence coming out that they may not only have done that in Africa, they may have done that also the pyramids in South America and the pyramids in Asia. And it would have been just a place where if the local villagers would come there and see that big structure, they'll just tell them like, oh, this was inspired by the gods. Now you get to farm for gods and bring us the farming you're doing. Now you're doing livestock for gods, bring us the livestock you're doing. And it all tracked down to the point where the Moses frees people, yeah? They run away from that system. And like you could literally just trace it all of it, to the point of that simple Younger Dryas event, that flood, which is what is believed is a Noah flood, yeah? Which is shared in many cultures too, the story of Noah, the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Native Americans have won, the
ancient Near East stories have the same story. But they also have evidence of the flood about trees being embedded in rocks and how the flood reshaped the earth, tectonic plates and all of that. So
and if you look at that now, it almost feels like we are literally fighting like something with the powers of good and evil now. Like, and there's people that have more information than others, and they're using that information to oppress others. That's all it is. And now that I'm talking even, I feel like there would have been a time in the past where would have been so advanced that our cars, our cranes, our boats would have been so mediocre compared to what they had. Because also remember, they moved those rocks from quarries, yeah? Those massive pillars, those massive obelisks were moved from quarries, moved through mountains, moved through lakes and rivers to the pyramids to build them, which we don't know how they move them. Some people are just like, oh, they just tied ropes onto the obelisks and we're pulling 1, 2, 3, go, go. 1, 2, 3, go, go. Try doing that today. Good luck. Good luck moving an obelisk from Toowoomba to Brisbane. Good luck at Godspeed. Does that make sense? I feel like they would have been so advanced that it's just lost. Or this is a personal theory of mine. That information is literally what we're using today. Like someone had the information of cars, trucks, trains, and there was a big war that happened, and the winners took that information, kept it, and started releasing it slowly. Now we have cars again. Now we have trucks again. Now we have phones again. We have stoves again. Does that make sense?
I think we are overthinking it. That's my point of view.
Yeah, like, but you're allowed to overthink with this one.
Yeah,
you're allowed to overthink with this one.
Way overthinking.
I'm following Angelo. I'm following you. I like how you're thinking.
And I feel like even with that, it's just open to us. People just want to admit it, that there was a war at one point and some people lost and some other people stole the information and now they're selling it back to us. I think that's what's happening literally. Because if you go to India, there's places where it's literally radioactive, as if there's a nuclear warfare that happened there. But it's not something recent, something in the past. Some archaeologists think it may have been a meteor that fell destroy the things and left the radioactive there. But people that have seen nuclears go off reckon, bro, that's a nuclear weapon that went off there. And by the way, there's no people in that area too. They're just those odd structures with like the cool art of like the Shivas and the Buddhas and them throwing arrows at each other, like good mad mythological things. But no one lives there. Even in Sri Lanka, I think there's one of them too. Like the world is so odd that we have no idea where we even come from. Like the human civilization is just 300,000 years old. 300,000 years old, and modern day science is only 500 years old. And the earth has been here for 4 billion years. Dinosaurs were alive for over 400 something million years.
Theories. Could be more. Could be more.
400 some million years.
Less.
We are only we've been only here for 300,000 years compared to the millions of years that dinosaurs lived before the meteor smashed them and removed them out of the server. They were deleted out of the system. They were like, delete. So someone went to the computer, dinosaurs, assholes, deleted off the server, out of here. All right. So someone deleted the dinosaurs, but they were here for longer than us. What if we are just that AI that was created at one point and we deleted everyone else? Like our God created us as that AI, and we were here also deleting things because we've caused a lot of deforestation in Brazil, still happening actually in the Amazon. We are causing a lot of species of animals to vanish, not only animals and insects. We are that guy at the moment. We are that AI that's out of control. But we're not artificial intelligence, though. We are natural intelligence, if you look at it that way.
And that's beautiful.
All right. So what do you guys think? Now that I've expanded on that a little bit.
Can I give my short answer?
Go for God, bruv. Go for God. Take your time.
I think back in the day, we had technology. We had
evidently.
We had AI, not only because of my theory, but even when you look at how, how smart we are, first of all, because this intelligence that we have to evolve the way we've evolved did not just come from nowhere. Basically gets passed on from generations.
From little things, big things grow. Yeah.
And with generation, with more things that we discovered that we used to have, if we rediscover them, and then we can
that's what it feels like.
Make the things that we already made, things that we already knew how to do back in the day. That's what I think. Because I don't know if you remember, Angela, in Instagram, I sent me, you, and Rema and Paolo a video of a rock that was discovered in the Congo. Obviously, there's a lot of things that's discovered in the Congo. Something to actually, those conduits that when you put them together, it actually creates electricity and passes on electricity like on a circuit board, on a circuit board. If you look at how cities are built today, it's actually just built like a circuit board. If you look at a circuit board of a radio or of a PC, like the one that I have on my PC over here, from the top, and look at a city like Brisbane or Sydney or Melbourne,
like transistors, like chips,
pretty much the same. Now, back in the day, this is my theory, right? I think back in the day, we used to use those rocks to build a neighborhood, and that neighborhood will be self-sufficient to create electricity. And that was in the Congo. Nowhere else. And the Congo, Central Africa, will distribute electricity all around the world. At that point, when we still had Pengai, when the world was still one, when the earth was still together, like when Australia was. That would have
been cool, actually. That'd be like some avatar shit. That would have been cool.
When Australia was in Africa, when South America, North America was part of North Africa, South America was part of Central and South Africa, and all those things, when we were all together, the central part of the earth at that point, I have a feeling it was the Congo. And when you look at the Congo, how all the minerals that's coming from that particular place, it will blow your mind away.
I've seen it with my own
Now
eyes.
that I've just seen it. And that's why there's always going to be war in that particular area because of all the resources that country produces that gets us going today with technology.
Dude, I remember in Lubumbashi. You remember Lubumbashi? You could just walk in the road, you just seeing like opals, like emeralds, like cotton. People just playing with it. Like you like what? Well, we just free like this.
I'll send this video in the group chat. I'll send this video in the group chat as well for Lucas to watch as well.
Yeah.
This guy gets a rock, just a normal rock, you know. He gets a rock with another rock and puts them together and they create a spark.
Yeah, I do remember that.
He gets a bulb, he gets one rock, a cable puts on the very same rock, and another cable puts on this very same rock, and it lights the bulb like the bulb up. Boom, the bulb goes. I'm like, wait a minute. And now I'm thinking, because I'm an electrician, I did some electronic engineering and how the circuit board works and how you create electricity, you know, with the battery and the coils and all the things in there. I'm thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, how is that found in the Congo? And what you find in the Congo, you find that rock, you find helium, you find coltan. Coltan is what you use to make motherboard. All the things that we have on motherboard, it's coltan. And the most concentrated
and cobalt as well. And cobalt as well is also found in the Congo. Majority of it, the purest form of it.
But to focus on coltan, the darker color of coltan, which is because Russia also has coltan. Some countries also have coltan, but some of them have lower concentrated coltan, like the green one. You know, like because you know how the PlayStation 5, like, after they did a tear down, it's got a green coltan, and the black, darker version of the coltan, the one that you have on supercomputers, like the one that I have on really powerful computers that can run big graphic cards and high rate of heat, that can produce a lot of heat and can sustain power. That is found in the Congo only. And that's why the exploitation of people up there is rising and rising every single day. And why is it only found in the Congo? Why is helium, things to make batteries, things to make a motherboard, things to make gas, things to make gold, diamond, all those things found in one place or at, like in large capacity, like in large amounts? Now, there's a reason why. Back in the day, in our previous civilization, I feel like that was basically the transformer of the world. Like, do you know how you have a transformer, transistor, where it creates electricity up here, like it's a city, but it's electricity, but it branches out and gives out electricity all around the world. I think that's what happened. But then we became too clever, too intelligent for our own good.
Self-destroyed ourselves. I think we've self-destroyed ourselves heaps of times. Yeah, heaps of time we've done it and we started again.
Yeah, we self-destructed.
And just on that point, people be wondering like, oh, where's only bushland in the Congo then? Apparently in the Amazon, in South America, there's people that conquest it as the Spanish that went there to do their thing. Apparently they went there, they did their thing, they left. When they went back, they found only bushland, like the plants took over all the pyramids, all the structures, you could not see anything. They'd have to use like LiDAR to see underneath the forest, what's underneath it. So, and in the Congo, the structure is also older than what we understand too.
Yeah.
So we don't know what
we don't know.
Yes.
We don't know. We think we know. We have theories.
We don't know.
As scientists, but we have no idea. I can only think that we used to have technology back in the day, and it was way advanced to the point that we use that information to actually build our cities today. And not only to build our cities, but to build our motherboard on because a motherboard is used on every single electronic device, even on this phone, even on this watch. There's a motherboard in there with a processor, and in this watch there is coltan in there. You know, on our mics that we use, the mic that we're both using up there has coltan in there. The keyboards, TVs, everything we have, everything that has to use electricity and distribute current has coltan.
So you're saying that technology is not new then?
It's not new.
And we may have had AI at some point, and that's how we have achieved those extreme
Yes, sir.
complex drills. Because if you look at the drills in like the pyramids, yeah, like the drilling holes, they're so perfect. So like even more than the engineers, more than the civil engineers, more than the architects, when they look at it with marvel, with wonder. They go like, how did they do this? It's amazing. It's amazing how they achieved. Like, or if you look at a sculpted statue of the Egyptian pharaohs, it's amazing.
Mhm.
Like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. Like, there's no way they
There's
did
no
that.
way.
Yeah, no way. Yeah, there's no way they did that. Like, it's amazing. Yeah, but that's just like Lucas said. That's not like running wild. No, that's running at 2,000 miles per hour.
Yeah.
You're running back in the past.
So let's stay here.
Let's
stay
your mind
put.
run free.
Let's bring our minds together and not overthink things. You know,
Yeah.
because
The
the
only
thing with
reason-
humans,
Hey, it's
sometimes
fun. It's
the
fun to think. It's fun
the
to
only
think.
the reason why I say it seems to me that it's more simple than we think it is, because I tend not to give too much credit to humanity.
You say what?
I tend
That's
not to
the
give
issue,
too much
though. That's the
credit
issue.
to humanity.
That's the issue with even the West. When they think of the
Speak up.
pyramids, they think of they say
I
that
said I tend not to give too much credit to humanity.
yeah,
Whenever we
and
say like, "Oh, we're so smart, we're intelligent," I look at the history and I go like, "Nah,
Bruh,
no,
only smart people can do that. Only smart people can ruin themselves.
no."
Dumb
It's
people
like,
can't.
no way.
Like, literally.
That's not being smart. That's not being intelligent.
Being smart. What does being smart mean? What's the definition of being smart or being intelligent?
That's a good question. How does the dictionary define it?
Oh, let's ask AI, Google.
No, I
Give me a
said a
second, I'll be back.
dictionary. You can just pull out a dictionary. You don't need AI. Just
Which
go to
Google
dictionary.
has.
Okay, go Google.
yeah,
But
but
Google's gonna take you
even
to
with
the
that, Lucas,
dictionary.
yeah, with there was a smaller population of us back then, so the smarter people would have been a smaller percentage,
Oh
and the
yes.
idiots would have been a smaller percentage. Today, there's a bigger percentage of us now.
When you said idiot, I could just picture someone who can't like chew gum and walk. at
Yes.
the same-
Now there's
Because
8 billion of us.
just imagine,
Okay.
like you chew the
This is
gum
why-
and then you stop walking.
Yeah,
And
you're
then you
gonna.
start walking, you stop chewing.
Okay.
That's the
this is
image I
what-
have in my
Yeah,
head.
that's too much RPM.
This is what
too much
intelligence.
Mm.
This is what intelligence means, right?
Mm.
This is what intelligence means.
Yes.
Intelligence means the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills.
Mm.
The ability to
Mm.
acquire and apply
Mm.
knowledge and skills. Only humans can do that. Nothing else.
It
Animals
seems
do it too.
and
But build
so
nests, they build
animals-
nests, they build
animals can
tunnels, they
adapt,
borehole, they
Can,
survive.
you know, to
It
to survive, obviously.
seems
But
that-
we go beyond surviving. We actually kill ourselves.
it seems that we have the ability to, you know, to acquire
Self-destruct
knowledge.
and self-destruct.
Apply.
However,
We are self-destructing.
we
right
only
now.
we can only
Right
apply at very at not so useful things.
Yep.
When it
Not
comes to the most
not all of
when
us.
when it comes to like the core of importance things.
Yeah.
ugh,
It's a little bit tricky.
Yeah, like we've discovered the thing that vibrates, that can stimulate human muscles. Why do we make something to? No, let's make a dildo. Does that make sense? That's human. That's humans.
Bro,
We
I'm
found
dead, bro.
something that
I'm dead.
we can broadcast, blah blah. Let's watch
OnlyFans.
PewDiePie on YouTube. Does that make sense? When you could watch anything else, that's just it's human.
This guy.
But having said that, though, that spectrum is just multiplied 4th time because there's now 8 billions of us now. So there's more
Yeah.
idiots and there's more smart people now.
Yeah.
There's more smart people. There's just a lot of us now.
Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
And I feel like we've self-destructed a couple of times. Where we've gone like,
Self-destruction.
all right, self-destructed, restart. All right, now let's build a Noah's Ark. All right, now let's do this now. We
hard
just
reset.
build again. Oh, now slavery is ended. We just keep on doing it. We're
like
getting
a hard
better.
reset, yeah?
Yeah, we're getting better. Yeah. There's been a few hard resets. We're getting there. We're getting there as humans. And I
We
truly
like
think
computers, man. We need
and
to
I
turn
truly
off a little bit. Turn off, shut it down for a
refresh.
little bit. You know, we need to. Because if we
Everyone
don't,
go to sleep.
because if we don't, just imagine you've never shut off your mobile phone ever since you bought it. It is going to run like crap. You need to shut it down. As humans, our system, we need to reset ourselves.
Do you turn off your mobile phone?
Oh, I do.
No,
like
every night?
or itself it will freeze and force it will freeze and force it to restart it.
Actually, my phone will restart itself.
Yeah, or it'll freeze.
Because my phone runs, it's got a 120 frame heads, like a 120 frames screen. It runs like butter fluid, it's like beautiful when you see it, right? When you're running it. However, with greater technology comes greater risks of failing. So it has to reset itself to refresh. You know, that's why on Windows computer, you have the right click. So if you click on nothing on the screen, it says refresh. Like the first thing that says refresh.
Which is sleep for us, by the way. Which is sleep for us.
Which is needed for humans. Just imagine a human not being reset, and we just started from where we used to be back in the day until today. We haven't really, refreshed or reevaluate ourselves, bruh. We're gonna do damage.
Yeah, the issue is that I think we're not just in sync with nature, like what Frank was saying before. I think we're just not in tune with nature, because if we were in tune with nature, everyone in a particular area of the world would be sleeping at the same time, waking up at the same time, in tune with like the sun and the moon cycles, the way other animals do it.
That's the downside of technology.
Yeah, but now with
create
technology,
everything artificially, you get
everyone is out of tune with
everything.
Yeah, and I think that's why there's a
you
lot
want
of
to sleep better. Wake up within the first hour, go outside and look towards the sun for 5 minutes.
Literally, you're rebooting yourself.
They will help. But no, what do? You turn the lights on, you turn your phone on.
Memes on the toilet.
and before you sleep,
a few memes. Now today what I do is, if I'm on Instagram, something so preposterous, I'm like, all right, that's me done for the day. That's my phone.
I don't have any social media anymore.
Yeah, good job.
I deleted all of it.
I only have Instagram right now.
I only watch YouTube, but YouTube is not.
Yeah, I only have Instagram, Snapchat, and Instagram will be good too.
There, bro. You're saving lives.
I literally don't have any social
media. Gone. Facebook gone for me. I don't have Facebook.
Yeah, so for me, like, this is good. I like this, that we actually sharing all this information, because that's encouraging, because I felt like I was the only one that I was.
I deleted all of it.
Am I being an old person right now? Am I
being happy with yourself?
I mean, we are getting old, but that's another topic.
But with age comes wisdom. With age comes wisdom.
Oh, yeah, true.
You're being happy with yourself now. You are content. You're self-content.
But that's because, I was one of the first people when Facebook first came out, right? I had a phone that had Wi-Fi. Back in the day, if you had a phone that had Wi-Fi, your friends would look at you like, hey, bro, you got Wi-Fi on your phone, bro? That was in 2006. 2005, I had a Motorola V-Dot, bro. It's called Wi-Fi. No kid today would know what that phone is even. Motorola, like the V-Dot and the other one that
Nokia
and stuff. So
Nokia,
we used to have
the N-Gage,
like Wi-Fi, right?
And
as soon as Facebook came out, I was one of the first guys to download it, because it was making noise. Oh, Facebook, new application. All right, I downloaded it. I was one of the first guys to be on Facebook. 2006, when it first came out, the iPhone wasn't even out. The iPhone was dreaming.
That's true. That's true.
Right? So we used Symbian, like a Symbian operating system on Nokia and LG and Motorola, right? So I downloaded those things. And comparing social media back in the day, and even YouTube, I had YouTube back in the day. We had videos on YouTube, bro. In 2005, YouTube was just the most weirdest. Like we had MySpace, so MySpace was a little bit,
MySpace.
That's what was kicking.
Dude.
MySpace.
Wild Wild West, the internet was back in the days. It was a Wild Wild West.
MySpace.
People just posted things.
Oh.
People just posted anything. Just posted it.
No, why MySpace was before Facebook?
Yeah, MySpace. Yeah,
People
MySpace
just
was
posted
good.
everything, bro.
Yeah, but
And
YouTube.
before that was Hotmail, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a go on Hotmail on Windows 98.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then when I compare the social media back in the day and social media today, I feel like an old man. I feel like
Bro, these kids don't even know what a floppy disk is. No.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Dial-up internet.
I should be the one to know how to use these things today, but you're gonna teach me how to use this stuff, but you are not using it properly. You are you are overusing it to the point that you actually make it so detrimental for your own health, for your own self. You know what? I'm gonna detach myself from this stuff because it actually can ruin my own, myself by following all the trends and what's happening right now today and stuff. Like even as an artist myself, sometimes I feel like I'm not living to my full potential to actually do the things because I need to keep up with what's happening. But that's not me. I'm doing what I have to do in my house. When I feel like it, I want to show it to people, yeah, I will, but I'm not making it for other people out there to see. But that's the thing. This day and age, you have to make things for people to see so you can make it. But art is not about getting people to see what you have to do, but it's about allowing yourself to create something that you are happy to show people so that when you show them, you don't care about the thing, what's happening, like the criticism and stuff like that. But all you care about is just being happy with what you're doing. Social media, I deleted all social media. I didn't delete it. I have it on my phone, but I have set times. And the only set times that I have on social media is when a friend of mine or someone sends me a meme. I never just go out of nowhere and just jump on social media and start scrolling social media. I don't do that. Only when a friend of mine sends me a message, or I have something to make you laugh, and I'll jump on either TikTok, YouTube. I don't even jump on Facebook anyway because I don't know what happened.
Bro, you have
and
TikTok
Instagram.
on your phone?
Yes, TikTok. I haven't even used TikTok.
You're
bro.
mad.
Yeah, I have TikTok.
The
I haven't used
Chinese
TikTok.
government knows
Like I tried.
everything.
No, not
You don't even-
because the Chinese government, bro.
They
I
spy
tried
on-
TikTok.
They know
for a
every
day. I was
message.
like,
you
no.
send,
I
Every
was like, no.
type.
Bro.
No, at all.
That was like, no. TikTok, I said no to it. I was like, no. I said,
But the
no,
thing is,
not today.
on my phone, right?
You
My
know,
phone-
they have like a big screen and they watching like Frank. Oh, he just typed ha 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 ha.
Yes.
he just sent this message on the WhatsApp group.
It's
You see all these
crazy.
permissions right here?
No, it doesn't
Now-
matter. It doesn't
Now
matter.
with this, no, it actually
Yeah.
does.
It overrides it, bro.
You see, so you see all these permissions right here. There's a lot of
Mm.
permissions that I have to give to TikTok to see anything because it actually has all those information that you're saying that they can actually read and see you and hear what you're saying and stuff like that. That's true. But with Google back in the day never used to do it. They learned it from Apple. Because they love their customers so much and they want privacy because Americans are all about privacy and they want to give the Americans privacy and the freedom or whatever to do whatever they want to do. Android never used to be like that. They actually adopted that ways of doing business, and now we have it on Android. So you can actually deactivate all the
How much
things.
is Sony paying you for that ad though, for in the first place though?
No, they didn't pay me at all. It's not even Sony, you know.
Well,
we can't have paid promotions for free, bro.
let's talk about right now. No more
Put that phone
promos.
down, man.
But,
Put
but
that
to be
phone
honest,
down.
all right, if you end up deactivating all this stuff, you won't be able to use TikTok anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Then why you have it?
Now, the reason why I have it is when someone sends me a video, I come and activate my screen over here. I watch what they send me, and then I deactivate the screen, and then boom, that's it. They can never see anything.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Okay.
That's fair.
Like literally, VPN. I have my VPN over here on my phone. I have the screen. Like every app that I download, I make sure I read all
Just real quick, Frank.
all the permission.
Did you know apparently in China, if you've got a VPN, it's a 20 years sentence in jail?
For real?
Bro.
Nah.
No, hold up.
Let's find out.
Brother.
Wait.
No way.
Brother.
Wait.
20 years for VPN.
Yes, bro.
Nah,
Apparently it's a
hell no,
crime.
bro.
It's a crime
I'll be out of
it's
there
a
real
crime
quick.
to a
I'll be like,
VPN.
Brother.
see you later. King
It's a
Jong-un,
crime.
whatever that like his name is, bro.
Bro,
I'm
that's
gone.
North Korea. What are you talking?
No, like what's his name?
It might be. Yeah.
Jinping, man.
Something
Jinping. That's not. I don't know. Jinping. Something like that.
Xing whatever. I know.
That's North Korea, bro.
I'm going to Korea, bro. But that same thing happened in Korea too, though. Like North Korea.
I guess it is.
So I think the I'll correct myself. Although using VPN won't get you thrown in jail in China, authorities do what they can to limit access to them. One way they do this is by removing VPN apps from app stores, as with all Google services. Google Play is blocked in China too, so you can have VPNs. But I think I heard someone say that if you have a VPN in China, it's literally like a federal offense. You can get legally charged for, maybe not China, one of those places.
Yeah.
Where people are just, wow, they just want to control over everyone. I was like, damn, you can't even use a VPN, so they have to watch everything you do. That's preposterous.
Yeah, because when I went to Hong Kong, when I was in Hong Kong, even just my Google shut off. I couldn't use Google. And
you can't use Google?
There was ads all over my phone, bro. Like there was like ads on my home screen. I'm like, how is this even how did they bypass my phone? You know, like this.
Yeah.
Like how? And so when I was in Hong Kong, I went to Macau. So when I was in Macau, it was a little bit there, but there was a lot more Chinese stuff now, like the red, like all the ads and stuff. Now I'll try and get onto an app. So I wanted to play a game. I will find ads of Chinese governments or Chinese stuff or businesses on the application. That's not even Chinese. And I couldn't use them whatsoever anyway. Until I was like, wait a minute, this is odd. So I will use the VPN, and that's the only way I could bypass all the stuff, all the restrictions, because literally my phone became like I couldn't use it.
We're just getting spammed there by just ad after ad. Yeah. Yeah.
Spams is spams.
I think when I was in Asia too, that's what happened too. Like I had to get a VPN. That is true. Anyway, let's get back to that topic. But that's been a mad segue.
This boy,
he woke up.
He woke up, muchacho.
Yeah, I think you're like.
Look at it.
Is he going back to sleep?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Boom! There he goes. I was gonna go give him
drop his head like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Boom! I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, I was gonna go give him his pacifier, but it looks like he went back himself.
His
but that's
what?
good.
Pacifier. Yeah.
All right, let's get back into the thing. That's last topic that we have now.
Last topic.
Yeah.
So do you think us creating AI is summoning a demon or summoning an angel that's gonna help us in the long run? Or it's gonna be benevolent, or like, you know how like a genie, rub a genie in the bottle? Is gonna be a good genie or a bad genie?
I just had an epiphany about this.
Epiphany? What? Why? Are you trying to act like the screen's frozen or something?
No. I've seen this before.
We're back. We got this back.
You mean a deja vu?
I've seen this before.
A deja vu?
Or deja vu. When Angela was actually asking that very same question, I've seen this before. I don't know. Like it was exactly that. But anyway, I don't know what. Anyway. Jesus Christ, that's scared, man. That's scared.
And we can see the future. The future, the past, and the present is a single event. All right, it's a single event. Time only exists because of our ability to go around the sun or the earth. If you're not doing that, time is just a single event. So
don't break people's brains, bro.
So you may just be traveling through time in your consciousness.
Jesus
it's okay.
Christ.
It's all right. Jesus did it, didn't it? He was all over the shop with God, and it left us mad knowledge.
Okay, so what was the question again? Because I was caught up in the.
Yeah, do you think AI is like a good energy that we bring on our in our reality, in our plan here, in our universe, or like obviously the multiverse, yeah. So in our this reality here, in our superposition of reality, do you think AI is gonna benefit us as a good angel, or it's gonna be a demon that tricks us and just imprisons us into? By the way, a prison doesn't necessarily have to be like a locked cage. You just be imprisoned by just staying like this. Or
We're already imprisoned.
well, if you put it that way, I suppose.
True. True.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Is it a good? Is it an angel with a circle, or is it gonna be the one with the horns that's
Quick.
coming to?
Quick, both.
Both. It's gonna be yin
Done.
and yang.
Yeah.
Yin and yang are following. What about you, Mr. Lucas? What do you reckon? Yin and yang too?
More, I think 70 or 8% bad, maybe 20-25% good. People just gonna use to control everyone.
I suppose humans will human. Humans will do what humans do best. Hunt other humans. Hunt other humans as prey.
Apparently, what digital currency is gonna overtake other currencies soon.
Yes, have you seen how the dollars collapsed, bro?
Well, thanks to
dollars value has
Biden.
Collapsed.
And everyone's in the fight with the dollar also. For example, Brazil just made a deal with China to not use the US dollar when they trade things. So they're gonna use another currency to bypass this.
But it's the big headed of America too. Like they went out there bullying all the other countries. It'd be like, if you want to buy something from Saudi Arabia, you need to use the dollar. Who are you to tell them that they should use the dollar to, like, even if it's business, like we don't understand business. That's just bullying, bro.
Yeah, America, we do what we want.
That's just bullying. So I think people are just waking up to their bullcrap now. And thanks to who? Thanks to Biden. He made every other countries to wake up to, America, we're not gonna fall for their tricks anymore. Let's
Biden,
wake up.
Man, that dude's not doing anything. He's just
talking piss, talking mouth, just talking.
Yeah, he's just a muppet.
A mouth. Yeah, that's a mouth.
He's like his people, like the people behind Biden.
He's a marionette. That's all he is.
Dude
he
made
can't
every conspiracy come to reality. He made every conspiracy come to reality. Oh, the deep state is a conspiracy. No, the deep state is real. No, that is just conspiracy. No, they are real.
Like, if you ask him a question, the dude just
he breaks. It's almost like just watching a machine breaking. Like, so Mr. President, what do you think of the children that died in whatever?
Go watch on YouTube. The guy asks him if he's gonna run for president in the next election again, and like by the end you're like, what?
What are you talking about?
A simple question. It's a yes or no question. Are you gonna run for the president in the future? Yes or no, bro. If you watch his answer, it's just like, what?
Like he always gets angry at everything. He's like an old grandpa, man. Like that just needs to chill out. I already saw it. I saw it way before he even got elected. I saw him. I was like, if anyone votes for Biden, they make it the biggest mistake.
He's definitely not well. He shouldn't be president. He's not well.
Not only that,
but what's a replacement for him now? Trump?
No. What? Sorry?
Do you think what's a replacement for him? Trump?
Oh, Trump is way better than Biden.
But
at least with Trump, we get to see how the government runs.
Yeah, I think both of them, both of them are not fit for that. I think just find someone new. Find someone new. Why should only those two be the ones to run America? Well,
because there's all those people that live
there.
Man, because literally, better.
Sam Harris is American.
Look at how it is right now, man. What do you mean?
Thanks to Donald Trump's political party, we've had a whole lot of easy time with everything around the world. Every party, like looking at the George Bush party, Biden party, Barack Obama party, because they're all in the same boat. All those guys, they are in the same boat. They never did anything for America. and as a result, it actually affected every other country that had that is
Bush was
partner
a Democrat.
to America. Sorry?
Bush was a Democrat.
Yeah.
I think it was a Republican, wasn't
I
he?
think it was Republican.
No.
George Bush?
No, actually.
He was a Democrat.
He must be a Democrat, yeah.
Bill Clinton? Bill
Bush.
no. Bill Clinton was on the other side, but there's Bush. There's
Bill Clinton was Republican.
Bush. Bill Clinton wasn't in the party of I don't know. So there's a Republican, there's a Democrat, and there's what else?
No, that's it, bro. Don't worry about the rest. That's it. Either red or blue over there. No, you're either red or blue. There's no.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's besides the point.
You're the Bloods or Crips.
Yeah. The point here is,
no, it was Republican.
Donald Trump's party helped out Americans a lot more than the other guy's party.
And it's slavery and all that stuff too. Then that's slavery.
So I'll always go for Donald Trump. Like, even if he doesn't know how to deliver his stuff, or his messaging is always.
So basically, the Republicans are more conservative than the Democrats. The Democrats have become extremely liberal.
Simple. It's as simple as that. So I'll vote for. I wouldn't say I would vote, but I think Donald Trump, like even in his state of mind today, is more of a better leader than Biden.
But I would say again with that, I think there's smarter people in the US than Donald Trump. Have you heard Sam Harris speak?
They should.
Sam Harris uses words that you'd be like, bro, Sam Harris. You'd be like, what you talking about right now? What's that word even mean? You go look at the word. Like,
yeah, but that's a problem because
they're so smart.
Yeah, smart
but
people
they don't want to go for
not to be good leaders.
Yeah, they want to go for that. They don't mind. They don't want it. They don't want that power.
No,
that's a thing. Yeah. That's a thing, though. That's
good.
That's the thing. Yes, they don't want.
They're too smart. They can't lead. They can't think. They can't think. Less about themselves. They can't think without putting their own points of view in. You know what I mean? Because all they want is try to figure it out how to make things better. That at the end you might not even take action because. You over analyzing everything.
But Trump just goes like, yes, take the money. Yeah, they asked him. Yeah,
atomic bomb.
They asked him like, so what do you think about Saudi Arabia killing the journalist Khashoggi? It was like, oh, it's unfortunate that happened. And then they go like, so do you think we should stop selling them weapons and stuff? Because no. Take their money. Yes, that's Trump. That's the guy that doesn't think much about things, doesn't analyze things. Yeah.
No, Trump is more intelligent than you would think.
Of course, I'm not underestimating him. He's a great businessman.
So, like, what is created from scratch to get to where he is?
He got a small $1 million, huh?
To raise a family like he's raised. all those responsible children of his that he have. Because
if you're given a small loan of $1 million, you can do it too.
Not everyone though.
If you're given a small loan of $1 million, $1 million, you can do it too.
Not everyone though. It takes a smart person
and he says it like he's taking a piece too. Oh, my dad gave me a small loan of $1 million.
He gave me a small dollar.
Yeah.
He gave me a small
loan.
$1 million.
What do you mean a small of $1 million?
What did I do? I used it for my wedding.
What do you mean?
Hey, absolutely fantastic. You know, I did it.
Those are of control. But
anyway, lads,
it's not our country, it's not our business. We're Australians.
Almost midnight.
Whatever happens in America, we get affected here too. Remember that.
Lads, it's almost midnight.
It's almost midnight anyway. Let's call it quick one here. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure doing this today, gentlemen. It's been good.
That was so funny.
It's been good. I loved it.
Anyway, boys, I think this is it. We're calling it a night.
Yes. We shall see each other perhaps the next week or the next fortnight or so.
I'm gonna end the live, but don't get off of Zoom yet.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everyone.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys in
podcast episode 2. We talked about the AI with Mr. Angelo, Mr. Frank, and
that was a great chat, man.
See you next time.
Indeed.
Next time.
Let me
Goodbye.